Hey. Oh, great start. Oh, we are hitting it hard tonight. We're gonna do some Jak Daxter. We're starting up a precursor base on where we left off last time. I don't know how loud that soundtrack is getting, but damn, that gets up there. We're listening to the Heartbound original soundtrack. If you don't know, Pirate Software is here on Twitch stream. Maybe he's streams on Twitch too. Pirate Software, developer of the game Heartbound. Cool guy, streams a lot. Seems like he's got a lot of cool stories from his time in Operation Security. He's a hacker. He's a cool guy to listen to. He's got fun stories. If you're into tech, check out Pirate Software. Yeah, his game soundtrack is up for free. You can stream it. I figured, why not? Let's give it a shot. Change things up a little bit, see how things are going. Alright, sounds good. I was trying to fine-tune the volume here. I'm not super used to this. Oh shit. Oh, I think I did talk to the geologist last time. Hard to remember, it's been so long. I think I played this last on the 26th, and now we're May 2nd, so almost a week. It's been busy. Plus I played Phasmophobia, so it's not like I was completely gone, you know? But yeah, back again tonight, Jak Daxter. I was really going back and forth. I kind of wanted to play Slay the Spire, but just wasn't feeling strategically inclined enough tonight. I feel like I would die really quickly there, and honestly, I don't want to do too many push-ups. Hey, now I gotta go deal with the geologist. No, the gambler for that one. Man, geologist later. Alright. How's everyone doing? Oh shit. Act like you played this game before, man. Come on. Too tight. There we go. There we got the little rapscallion. Better. Not sure why. Just the way I am, I guess. Alright. Oh, you know what I learned today for all of you parents or future parents out there? Very young children. Today I learned that preschool and pre-K are two different things. If you're like me and had no idea, well, congratulations, you just learned. Preschool can be a couple years. My son's in preschool right now. But the pre-K refers to that just the last year before kindergarten. So, I was at the park today with my kid, talking to another mom that was there. She's like, oh, is your son in pre-K next year? And I I was like, lady, I don't know you very well because we don't really talk that much. But like, I stand next to you to pick up my kid from preschool every morning. You know he's in pre-K. You know for sure he's not ready to go to kindergarten yet. He just barely started pre-K. But like, I didn't say that. I was like, oh no, I mean, he's already there right now. And she was like politely trying to let me know what the difference was. And then she was asking if he was moving on from preschool. So I just like I didn't say anything rude or anything that I read. I just I very clearly showcased my ignorance about not knowing that pre-K was different from preschool. So, if any of you end up in the same situation, now you know. Pre-K is when they kind of move to the older preschool part of preschool. It still feels like the same thing to me, but hey. Now I know. I'll be more prepared next time someone asks me that question. How did I miss that? That is almost impressive. Alright, let's get this guy. The YouTube music that I have up just keeps like flashing the album cover every time a new song comes up. Which is annoying because it's the same album, so like why are you taking it down and putting it back up again? What the hell did you just do? Alright, buddy. Why are we doing this? You can briefly briefly distracted. Like something's flickering on my other monitor. It's just the same picture over and over again, and it keeps getting me. Making me feel dumber every time. I'm getting schooled by a picture. My goodness. I normally don't keep this window open, but I also don't want to lose the home now, so I want to be able to control it if I need to. Like, not that it's going to be bad, just like, you know, there's a long, slow song, I'm going to fall asleep or something. I'm going to change it. So far it's all pretty good. It's just kind of nice. Some fun, upbeat ones, a little slower. Good mix of songs. It's a good soundtrack. It's my a seal of approval, I guess. I don't know. What am I saying? Still gotta go after that guy though. That stinky diaper lurker. Let's go get him. I gotta figure out a better way to get through there. That was intentional. Just trying to clear out the dark eco boxes. It's not that I have no clue what I'm doing. I'm very good at this game. Trust me. Trust me. Let's go for that line. Yeah, we'll go around the top. Damn it. As soon as I left, I was talking about it. Oh, this one sounds pretty good. It's called Office Dad. Okay. least favorite one to get. Yikes. Took it too wide. I'm still out here taking applications for anyone who wants to program my mod to this game for me. I just want like a 1 in 10 chance that when you hit these guys with the zoomer, you get a nice brown cloud that comes out. Because somebody's got to forgotten to change the diaper at some point, so like, I feel like there should be realistic odds that you're going to get a face full of shit if you run into these with a giant fan. And that should be an experience we can all have together while we play this on open. Problem is I lack the time and skills to do that. What else do I have to do here? The geologist, gambler, blue rings. Oh, that was it. Dang it, shouldn't come back over here. Ah, but missing 6. Oh, they probably, yep, right there. I'll go grab those 6 first. Then we'll do the rings and then we'll get out of here. Oh yeah, did I mention that my deathless attempt also needs to be 100%? Not that that's a big challenge in this game, but I hate myself. I'm gonna do everything. Okay. This is unacceptable. You've distracted me for the last time. Oh no, my screen went away. Why did that happen? I will never understand OBS. Although, in fairness, I probably shouldn't be doing display capture. I should be doing window capture and just taking the whole game window, but I didn't know about that when I first set up my streaming setup, and now I don't want to change it, because that's literally any effort. Why would I put that amount of effort into my streaming? Oh, I forgot to jump. Actually quite sad that I just completely flubbed it right there. Oh well. That's what I get for talking too much. Man, I went to my first MMA class that I've been to in a few months because life got busy. And man, after taking a few months off, like, I feel it. It's been 2 days and I still feel it. Ugh. I'm sore, so I'm going to do my best to get any push-ups in if I die, but if I fall flat on my face, forgive me. But you're right, we're not dying at all tonight. There's going to be 0 deaths. We're just going to make it all the way through. Nice casual playthrough, nothing crazy going on. Man, this music is going to put me to sleep. But in a good way, it's very soothing. They should make that a boss thing. That'd be hilarious. Just lulls you with a nice sense of sleep. I just forget how long this ring challenge seems to be. Oh shit. Nice. Still got it. Gonna make it? We're gonna make it? I think we can do it. We're so close. Alright, I got a stream deck and I'm having way too much fun with it. But it's cool. I like the sound effects I've found for it so far, and but honestly, like, it almost makes me feel a little bit guilty because, like, I have a macro pad that I've put together and have put some basic functions on, but, like, I'm definitely not using it to its full potential right now. And I could have put all these things that I put on my stream deck on the macro pad just fine, but, like, I have to learn how to do that. With the Elgato software with the Stream Deck, it's just like, oh, drag and drop, super easy. And sometimes, you know, I need to have my handheld a little bit, so let's go talk to the geologist about that. Alright. How do? Bye-bye! Oh, I love open world. I hate having to watch every cutscene every time. It's a great game. Wonderful cutscenes. Marvelously done. Not every time. What am I at? 7 shy.
Interesting.
Interesting. Couldn't remember what I did last time. I barely remember playing last time. Alrighty. Let's get this done. We're done. Alright, moving on. Sure, put the bell. I'm so articulate. I should make a sound effect for every time I just trip over my own words. And that can be my theme sound. Where am I going at this point? What am I doing?
Interesting structure.
Why are we here? Does anyone even know anymore? Let's see how we can get through the Lost Precursor City here. This is gonna be some fun. This is where the run starts to get interesting. This is where the fun begins. Then, if somebody else out there wants to make another mod for me, what we need to do is somewhere, either in this level, or it could be in a different level even, that'd be interesting. We need to plant a switch that de-electrifies the water here. It's like if you explore well enough and you find the secret switch, it just makes it so like you don't have to worry about going, which I know cuts down on the challenge of the level. But like, come on, electrified water, that's just annoying. It definitely adds to the timing challenge, and I get it. Like, I don't know, but that's why you make it in there's like an optional thing. If you want to leave the electrified water on, go for it. It's a switch. You don't have to press it. But after like the 1000th time I've been through here, dying to the electric water just makes me feel dumb, okay? Leave it there. Ow. Ooh, that could have been bad. And seeing them just like when it compounds like that, that's scary. I've got some like haunting piano music going on now. What the heck? Omnibound. You guys went hard with this OST. Props to you. Alright. Room 1 done. Still only lost a little health, but... Damn. Dang, that's terrible. Oh. Say that I'd rather stay awake because my dreams are bursting at the seams. Oh. Did I just get her, or can you just do that with a normal? Okay, okay. Maybe I almost got it that time. No, I don't think I got it that time. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot, I'm gonna die. Might as well die with a full stomach. Fuck wires. No, I don't actually mind them that much. I wear them most of the time because they're plugged into my mixer, which is a pretty shitty mixer. But hey, it lets me monitor my mic if I plug in directly. So I can't do that with these. But also, like, I haven't been doing that for a long time. So might as well put on the cans and jam out. Because honestly, like, DJ Possum's got it going on, man. Damn it, why did I jump off those? Shit. Oh, that was close. Oh, I'm so good at streaming. I should come in and clip that out for a TikTok. The moment you forgot to put your gameplay on screen. The moment you realize you forgot to put your gameplay on the screen. You're just vaguely alluding to what's happening on screen and nobody knows what the fuck you're talking about. Oh, that's great. That was awesome. I'm sure I don't need these platforms, but I feel like I need these platforms, you know? I'm going to keep using them. They're my safety blanket. My warm cup of soup on a cold day. When your tummy don't feel just right. And you just need something, but you don't know what it is. I'll be that for you. Oh my god, what am I on tonight? Alright, let's go get the other fly. Fat Cat Swing, ladies and gentlemen. Fat Cat Swing is up next. You're listening to the Heartbound OST by Pirate Software. Thank you for joining us here tonight. You are witnessing yet another run from the Half-Baked Skeptic, on which he attempts to, play a video game. Trying to do a deathless run of Jak and Daxter, 100% completion, all collectibles, all power cells, all scout flies, anything you can get, I'm going to get it, sir. And you can't stop me. Shit, I can though. That's annoying. But see, the catch to this deathless run is that I'm not very good at gaming, but I really enjoy it. So I'm just going to keep going, even when I should clearly give up. Okay, I thought I died for half a second there because of that sound effect in the game. Not the game, the soundtrack. And the Heartbound soundtrack. And the Fat Cat Swing, ladies and gentlemen. I thought I legitimately died, and then I remembered that's not the death sound effect in this game. They got me. Alright, let's do this. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are attempting to race the power cell to the top of the stadium. The winner gets to keep that power cell. So, can Jak make it? Will Daxter throw off his balance far enough to get him killed? Will they develop a very interesting and kind of out of left field obsession with pants? Because one joke landed pretty well in Jak 2. Yeah, a little bit. Is Tess the Otzel kind of cute? Maybe a bit. I'd maybe be a furry for her, but they make some of these cartoon animals just very suggestive. I'm just saying. That doesn't mean anything weird's going on. Doesn't make me a weird person to just notice that some of these animals are drawn just with specific proportions, Oh, shit. Go. Get the eggs. Delicious. Eggs? God damn it. Okay, but you can't lull me to sleep, soundtrack. I'm not cool with this. Oh, fudge. Cookies. Alright, let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Let's go, bro. We gonna do some push-ups. Oh, perfect hype music for push-ups. Forest Shadow. It's got some ellipses there. I'll tell you in a minute. God, I hate dying. All right. So, now we have a choice to make. We have a choice to make. Ladies and gentlemen, let's you, me, us. Let's do this thing together. This run is dead. Sad but true. Yet another run has come to an end. Oh, hang on. Yes, mourn with me. Let us say our respects to yet another failed attempt to complete Jak and Daxter Deathless Run. That game is great. My game is crap. Whew, I'm a little out of breath still. You know the perfect thing if you're out of breath from exercising? Sugary caffeine-filled soda. I live like a child. No, I'm doing a lot better. I don't order nearly as much fast food as I used to. I'm getting back into shape. Like I said, I went to my MMA class this week. Oh, that's a workout and a half, let me tell you. I don't know, do we want to do... Let's try one more Jak and Daxter game. Sure, why not? Let's go. I'm feeling the Jak and Daxter spirit. Okay, I feel like before... Excuse me, I'm so sorry. I was having some wonkiness when I first started Geyser Rock. And now I'm like, oh, this isn't going too bad. This is all right. I'm okay with this. So I think maybe like some weird bug got... I don't know. Probably nothing. But for whatever reason, this is feeling a little more smooth to me than it has for a while. Oh, speaking of Pirate Software, you should check out the couple, like, oh, I'm sorry. They're like 3 hours long YouTube videos each, where he talks about the Apex Legends hack, which I didn't even know Apex Legends got hacked. I don't follow esports like at all, but it sounds wild. Like people took over their machines mid-tournament, like a pretty big tournament. Like World Championship, I think. I don't know what that means. Again, I don't follow esports, but sounds like a big deal. And like this dude hacked them in the middle, and he was like taking them through the process of like how you would kind of uncover the hacker and like what methods they would use and shit like that, and like talks to people and like gathers evidence live on stream, and he's like, oh, this is not anything like official, don't take anything we say as anything, like very careful to be like, hey, I'm not like leading a witch hunt or anything, I'm showing you how you do information security and this type of stuff, so that you maybe have a better understanding of how to be safe, and like, I don't know, probably to some extent give credit where credit is due in the industry, you know. But it was they're cool streams just to like listen to how he talks to people and how careful he is, and like, and just how he's always very careful to be like, hey, this doesn't mean we've solved an answer. This is like a possibility we're looking into. We don't accept this as the answer. We have more investigating to do, that type of stuff. So like, yeah, Pirate Software streams are awesome. Check them out. But again, if you have the time, you like to listen to stuff like that as background music, like, turn on his YouTube videos about the Apex Legends hacking. It was really good fun for me anyway, to listen to Pirate Software break down how you investigate that shit. So and this one is from the Heartbound OST. It's called Cave Wave. These are really good. Like, I like the Heartbound OST so far. Kind of listening through it at the same time as all you on stream. It's cool that they're open for everyone. Why did I just do that? What a waste of time. Good thing I'm not a speedrunner. It's good. I like that it's a break from what I was doing before, but I probably will go back to something like either arcade or pixel. I feel like that fits the vibe of this whole 2000s era platformer pretty well. I like arcade, but it was just you know, I want to try something different for a little while, and why not give the Heartbound OST a listen? But a lot of them are kind of like a little bit lower energy, which is fine for like songs, especially in a video game. It's gonna have some ups and downs, you know. It's great. It's just, you know, I stream just before my bedtime, and I don't want to get put there a little bit earlier because the music is so relaxing and calming, and it makes me want to just lay my head down on a pillow. That's a wonderful quality for music to have, but not when I'm trying to play video games. Come on. I'm kind of stoked because I buy myself too many toys sometimes, but the sales are good and like it's not too bad this time. But I just got on AliExpress on Choice Day sale for like $45. I bought it's called an Anbernic RG35XX-H. It's basically like a little Linux handheld. You can use their stock operating system or put on better ones. But basically, it's just like little emulating machines. You put like everything from old Ataris to this one will go up to basically like PS1 ish. Maybe a little bit further, some lightweight games, but basically you just can put anything from that era on there and just have this machine in your pocket. And it's got Wi-Fi, so you can hook it up to like retro achievements. No, don't go that way. Stop. We've learned better than this. We're past those bad habits. Come on, Jack. Get your head in the game. Oh my goodness. Okay, yes, another one where this sounds beautiful. But I can't right now. Thank you. Server hop. This sounds like it's got potential. All right, let's go. I completely forgot what I was talking about a second ago. Ba-dum. I've spent so much time trying to figure out that stupid boosted uppercut, and I cannot get it, so someone should take pity on me and make a video where it actually explains the timing. I've got quick, but not too quick, and if you delay the circle just a little bit, you get the best boost. But also, I have no clue what any of that means. Can somebody just like, that knows how to do it, just take a video of their hands on the controller as they do it, and like overlay that with video of it being done on screen, so like you can see visually from both the hands and the gameplay? Because that'd be awesome. That would be really helpful for me because like I don't understand. And I get that that's a me thing. That's a skill thing. And I need to get better. But I'm not better. And I'm trying to get there. I like to gather those with the eco. I feel like it's easier. It probably takes exactly the same amount of time to just swim over them, but I don't care. It's cool because he glows with lightning and magnetizes things. You know what it reminds me of? It always reminded me of the lightning shield in Sonic 3. The way that things just kind of like are magnetizing, like the physics feel very similar when he has blue eco. It's called Yar Music. God. Oh. I like how I set a goal on stream that I was going to try to get to, I think I said about a 2-hour game. And it's been like a month and I've done exactly 0 practicing for that. So I don't see it coming down anytime soon. I need to go study the greats. Go watch some other some speedrunner do it. That was so dumb. Oh god. I tried to do the bounce up and I forgot the timing. So I just like jumped randomly. Oh, it's so bad. I love it. All right. See, this song's called Seto, S-E-T-O, and I guarantee you it's probably spelled differently. It might not be. I don't know. I take back my guarantee. I would suspect it's spelled differently, but it just makes me think of Yu-Gi-Oh! Seto Kaiba. And maybe that's like a really common name. I don't know. I haven't watched much anime. I don't know anything about what's common in Japanese names or manga names or anime names or anything like that, but like, and that's not out of like, oh, I don't do anime. It's because like I haven't ever gotten into it. Like I'm sure I would love a lot of it. A lot of it seems cool. I was the kid who like wanted to watch Dragon Ball Z as a kid, but my parents wouldn't let me. So like I got a video game and got through the whole story through that. At least, you know, as good as the video game tells it. So like I know the basics of what happens between them and Cell and Frieza and all that stuff, but like I don't know, never watched it. But it seems like it'd be up my alley, you know? But I just never know like where to even start, you know? Just feels like there's so much, and if you ask it 2 different, you know, anime fans, you're gonna get maybe the same show, but often not. But for like vastly different reasons. So it just feels like you kind of need to know what you're looking for to know what you're looking for. I don't know. It just feels like an intimidating thing to jump into. And that probably sounds really dumb when I'm talking about like a show to watch. But I feel like people get really passionate about it, and I don't want to like do it wrong, you know? So, you know, instead I'll just not do it. That's the best way to live life. Don't do as much as possible. I must have hit the wall? That was wild. Okay. That's all good. It's all good. Still got the head bounce. So my daughter's got a birthday party this weekend. Yeah, like it's her birthday party. Her birthday was like a month ago, but between people being sick and bad weather and yada yada, all sorts of stuff. Well, actually, no. The real story is like a week before her birthday, she comes home and tells me like I invited Dylan and blah 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 and all these people to my birthday party, and I was like, "What birthday party?" We have not talked about this. We don't normally do much just because like, well, our kids were homeschooled for a while, so like they didn't really know many other kids, and like we weren't trying to like deprive them. It just never really came up. Like neither of us really had birthday parties growing up. They just weren't really like a big thing for us. We're like, oh, maybe we should start that. But like she came home and it's like, I invited my friends to my party, and we're like, I guess we need to have a party then. So like, I didn't want to do anything too big, especially like last minute. So we decided we're just gonna reserve a local park, like a pavilion and a table there, and like kids can play on the playground or whatever. We'll bring some refreshments for everyone and like cupcakes instead of a big cake. And yeah, so that's happening this weekend, and like we haven't really done anything like this before, so I'm just kind of like trying to figure it out because I don't know. I'm not good with parties. I was always supposed to be the one like working while the parties were happening, but now I guess that's my job now, so I got to figure out how to do that. So my wife's like, "I'm sorry I put this all on you." I'm like, that's my job now. Like you're working and I'm supposed to be the stay-at-home parent, and this is the kind of thing that the stay-at-home parent does, so like I'll figure it out. I think it'll be okay. Like I've got some good stuff going on, and like we're not gonna have like much planned in the way of activities or whatever, but it's only gonna be like an hour, hour and a half at the park, so really, really low key. Barely counts as a party, but technically it counts, especially since she's in kindergarten. She gets to have fun at the park with her friends. And some of them will probably bring her gifts. But if they don't, that's fine. And she gets cupcakes. But she invited a bunch of, like, a pretty good mixture of girls and boys to her party. And her birthday this year, like, for her family party, and, like, and that's the other thing, was we always do, like, family birthday parties as well. So, like, we've got my side of the family and her side of the family, but we never all get together for one big party. It's more just like, oh, we'll do one with them and one with them. And, like, so she's already got two parties plus, like, one with just our family. So it's already like three mini. It's just we do a bunch of like mini parties instead of one big party, I guess is more the thing. And most of them are family. But like we're always happy to do something with their friends. It's just as like I'm not trying to like bash on my kids. They just didn't really have many friends before. They're just so young. It's like it's hard to meet people, you know? But like they're getting older and they're getting to the point where yeah, they're gonna have these things. So cool. We're doing a party. I'm figuring it out. I'm not at all super stressed about it. We're all good. I had like 3 people RSVP, but then I've heard a bunch of others that are like the parents talk to each other and like some of them mention things to me that like, oh yeah, Liam's parents were talking about that or whatever. And I'm like, oh really? Because they didn't tell me. So like, I have no idea if I should get like just a dozen cupcakes because there's not going to be many people there. And I don't want it to look like, oh, we planned for so many and nobody showed up because like we only invited like 7 or 8 people. But then that's kind of snowballed a little bit between neighbors that hear about it and friends and stuff like that. It's a little bit bigger number now, but like it's still not many. So I'm like, I don't know. I'm just like, do I go overboard and over prepare, which is probably what I'll do, and overbuy and just have a bunch of extra at the end of the day? Or do I like go for the number that actually told me they were going to be there? Because like normally I would expect to plan on fewer than RSVP, not more than, but also like I know parents of small kids, sometimes it's hard to communicate. We're not very good at it. It takes some time to just like you make the decision that oh yeah, we're going to go to, Billy's party on Friday. And you never once remember, oh yeah, we forgot to tell Billy we're going to Billy's party because, like, in your head, it's a done deal. I think that's a normal thing that happens to a lot of people. So I'm not sure. I'm just not sure at all. So I'll probably go with over preparing, and if we have extras, we have extras. We'll deliver them to the neighbors or something. I don't know. Doom doom dooby doo wum ba dum 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 dooby doo wum ba dum bum bum. I sound like this feels like we're out in the country. Oh, this song is called Hello Terry. Feels like we're like bouncing along out in the countryside, you know? Dum 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 dooby doo wum ba dum bum. Half a second looked like his feet were like buried in the sand. I don't know how the camera works anymore. Oh no. Also, Kira, why did you not notice these 7 scout flies trapped in these boxes in your own hometown? Like, I get it. You go out to the Forbidden Jungle or Sentinel Beach or whatever, and like, sure, you don't really want to go out there. We'll say it's a little bit dangerous, and you don't want to go out there by yourself. But like, you sent your flies out there to help. Thank you. But like, these are in your safe hometown. What are you doing about these scout flies, Kira? I don't know if you're responsible enough to be like messing with this technology, Kira. Get it together, Kira. God. How many spirits? Tree spirits. This song is called Tree Spirits. But it's really like TREE, not 3. It's tree. It really is tree spirits. I just don't want you guys to get the wrong idea. I don't want to misrepresent this music. God, I had class 2 days ago and I'm still sore. This is terrible. I need to get back in shape. It's time. Let's do Misty. Feels like a misty night. What do you say? Ow. After all, I was just talking about how I need to get back in shape. Misty will make me do push-ups. I did not know you needed to be like a Twitch affiliate at least to get access to channel points. So I started like planning out what I want to do with channel points, and then I was like, oh yeah, I can't use those. I'm too small. Ow. I hit a pole. Alright, tree spirits. Again, very lovely. Very nice. Thank you. Go away. Oh, actually, let's try something real quick. How well configured is this? This song is called Road. Yes! I can change those on my Stream Deck. I don't even have to use a mouse anymore. Mice are for plebs. I am peak gaming now. I probably should have gone. Oh, damn it, hit the wrong button. I know game good. Me play good. Me good Jack gamer. I think at some point, very soon, my streams are going to be just like an entire Jack trilogy marathon type thing. Not all in one day, because, like, yo, I got kids, I got mouths to feed, I got shit to do. But, like, for a while, all my streams in a row are just going to be Jack 1, 100%, Jack 2. Well, maybe not 100%, because some of those orbs are a bitch. But, you know, I'll complete it, at least, and get a bunch of the orbs. It plays great on open goal so far. And then I'll do Jack 3. And I don't know about Jack X. I love it, but that's a game to get through. I feel like if I remember correctly, that difficulty spikes in those later games, but I want to go through them all. I've been doing a lot of Jack 1, and like, it is not my favorite of them all. It's probably the easiest for me to get through, for sure. But like, I think Jack 2 is just objectively the better game between Jack 1 and Jack 2 at least. And Jack 2 is definitely on open goal. I've played through it. I could do that without even really changing any settings. It's right there for me right now. I'm still on Jack 1 just because I'm like, I'm going to get this stupid challenge. I'm more stubborn than this game. I'm going to make it through one time without dying. Someday. Someday. We'll get there. And on that historic day, my friends, you will witness a grown man weep tears of joy It won't be me. It's going to be like Obama. He's going to be so impressed. He's going to be so happy. That's so funny. I don't even like Obama. I mean, he's fine. Seems like a decent guy. Seems like he's got a normal family. See pictures of him out on like a wakeboard or whatever. I'm like, yeah, I think Obama's probably a chill guy. I would probably hang out with him. But like, dude murdered so many people. And like, yeah, I get it. That's just, presidents of the United States do that. But that's why I'm like, y'all are messed up. He's not even really exceptional in the number of like drone strikes or whatever. It's just because he was where they really started ramping up. Anyway, point is, something about Obama was my point. I don't even know anymore, guys. It's been such a long week. But yeah, so I'm sore from martial arts a couple nights ago. But guess what? I still was able to go and play racquetball today. And like, it's racquetball, especially it's racquetball with my wife, so it's not super intense. We're not trying to wipe each other off the court or anything. We're just, playing for a little exercise, a little fun. We played racquetball and like, took me a couple minutes to run the stiffness out of my legs, but I got there. Was able to start running through the court, making some jumps for the ball, so I felt good. And it was a lot of fun too. All right, so if we were to design a lurker skin for the lurkers in Misty Island, what do you think we would come up with? I kind of like the idea of making them like almost like an ashen white with like light blue highlights and make them like almost ethereal looking, maybe. I don't know. If you can add some particle effects into the texture, you couldn't really do that. But regardless, some type of like almost ghostly looking lurkers would have been pretty cool here. Although I feel like that gonna be hard to make like a clearly ghostly ethereal one rather than like it just looks like an ice lurker. I don't know. There's an answer out there somewhere, but it's not here. Your answer's in another castle. I'm too busy playing with my logs. I'm going to take all the health that I don't need because when the fuck am I ever coming back up here to get more health? I'm not. Oh, fuck. Could have gone back down those 3 steps, though, couldn't I? See, that's why, like, that these, the people that have all these famous quotes, the philosophers are always right. Like, better to stay silent and be thought a fool than to open your mouth and remove all doubt, I'm opening my mouth a lot. Now y'all know. But, like, that's the point of streaming. Boom. Sometimes, once in a while, I feel like I know what I'm doing in this game. And then I get my ass handed to me by like some fucking lizard. I'm not bitter. It's fine. I love dying. It makes me stronger, quite literally. But I'm going to try to keep it to only 1 set of 10 tonight, guys. Sorry. If you're here to watch the push-ups, again, your push-ups are in another castle. Damn it. No. Back off. Bad lurkers. They're not going to give me any of the skeletons again. I love these runs. They've taken pity on me. The Jack gods have smiled upon our dance tonight. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore, guys. Tell me to shut up. Messed up that timing. For some reason, I remember that like in my head, my memory was that like you couldn't jump off this bridge into the dark eco, like something stopped you. But that is not the case. So if you're trying to do a deathless run, don't think that there's an invisible wall there, because there's not. There's no wall there, trust me. Oh, I hate doing this backwards. Oh, that was scary. I don't like scary things. They make me scared. Yes, I really did come back all the way over here just so I can go through this the right direction, because, like, it just feels wrong going the other way. I can't do it. I can't do it. I have problems. I have problems with change. I don't like change. That's why I'm still playing this game 5 months later. Longer than I've ever streamed anything in my life. I did like 2 or 3 streams of software engineering like a year ago. And I quit that pretty quickly because I felt pretty self-conscious. But I'm having fun this time. I like these games. And apparently, they will never let me go. Oh boy. Ho ho. Literally last second. Nice. This song is called Avocado, and I just thought you should know that, in case it helps you with something. Alright, we'll get back to the game. Sorry about that. Pardon my moment of levity, sir. I was merely enjoying the moment. I'll get back to work. Yeah. Like, don't get me wrong. I've said it before on stream and I'll say it again. I like the Red Eco. In concept, it's pretty cool, but like I've never been like, oh, Red Eco's my favorite, you know? But like when my son was playing this and he saw like Red Eco makes you hit harder, and like the sheer joy that brought him, being relatively new into gaming, only been playing games for a couple years, you know? It just reminded me of that like childlike joy that we get with like, oh, we hit thing hard. Sometimes I forget about that. And that's a shame. Because sometimes it's cool to just hit thing hard. Everybody loved it. Everybody loved it. When the Hulk grabs Loki and just like smashes him on the ground. Nobody doesn't like that. Puny God. I will admit, when I first watched that movie as a fully indoctrinated Mormon, I've felt a little bit uncomfortable. I'm not even making this up. Like, it sounds crazy to me to say it out loud, and it feels like I'm like making it up, but I'm not, I swear. It made me uncomfortable with the idea that like they were portraying other gods, because there was only one God. It was our Heavenly Father. And like this idea that the media pushes about like, oh, you know, haha, gods are just a silly thing. Like, no, there is God. He's real. He's you know, Heavenly Father. He's the Mormon God, the Christian God, whatever. I'm like, the amount of discomfort that the idea that other gods could even be like mentioned brought me. And like, I knew it was silly even then, but like part of me felt it. It's just wild, man. It is wild what indoctrination can do to you. And I know I'm straying into like forbidden topics like religion on stream. No. But like, I don't care. Who cares? I put it in my name, for God's sakes. Half-baked skeptic. I try to be skeptical. It's hard sometimes. When we see things that like we want to agree with instinctively and we want to be like, oh yeah, that feels right. That's got to be right. Like you hear stories about your political rivals and you're like, oh, this person did such stupid thing. How awful are they? How low can they get? You know, and you're just like, I want to roll my eyes and be like, of course they did that stupid thing. Like it's obvious they wouldn't be smart enough or whatever to not do these stupid things. But I try to make myself take a step back and be like, wait, hang on. Is this trying to be misleading? Is this framed correctly? What's the context? Is there more to the story than the headline? Because, like, I hate that. I hate so much the spin that gets put on things and how much we have to try to, like, work to figure out what actually happens. And, like, I get it. I understand why it happens, and I don't even really blame, like, the article writers and the editors or whatever for putting that on there because, like, honestly, you go to anybody in the creative spaces and like you cannot survive without doing clickbait essentially. Like you have to have titles that draw people in. You have to have sensational headlines or nobody looks at your shit. And like that sucks so much because like I would rather just have informational headlines that accurately portray what's going on, but that will never sell. So that can't be. It's just a product of like the competitive nature of our news environment. And I'm like, I don't know. It's not like I have a solution for that. It's not like I'm like, oh, the government should control the news because that sounds like, you know, exactly the kind of dystopia we want where you will know what Uncle Sam wants you to know and not a damn cent more. You know, like I don't know how feasible it is to kind of silo people off from the news completely in today's day and age with the internet and the access to technology that we have and like just like the sheer breadth of ways we have to get like come on, people in China have access to news outside of what China wants them to have, right? Like VPNs exist even in China. They have ways of getting around that. Like it's difficult, sure, and might not be worth it for most people, but like you can. But that's exactly the point is like if you make information hard enough to get, you'll get a somewhat significant amount of people to just believe what you tell them. And it's kind of scary. And I feel like I'm sounding like a conspiracy theorist nutter here, but like trust me, I'm very grounded. I'm very much like I don't believe most conspiracy theories. Like I said, I question the stories of things that sound plausible, but are not like backed by any kind of solid source. Like I don't want to say I don't believe anything. I do. I believe things when there's evidence to believe them. I just don't want to believe things based off, you know, insufficient evidence. That's where I'm at. I want to ask the questions, why do we believe this? Fully expecting and hoping that there might be a good reason that we should believe this. If you give me a good reason to believe it, I'll believe it. I will not believe it because, you know, some dude down on the corner said so. Like, when you're talking about something like that, I mean, I don't know. I guess the question, I know I'm getting too far into the weeds and it's just absolutely pedantic at this point, but I cannot stop myself now. If the question is, what's the weather like down on the corner? Then yeah, some dude down on the corner is a perfectly reliable source for me for that one. I'm okay taking the dude down on the corner's word for that. But if the question is like, hey, what should Netanyahu do about Israel right now? Like, I don't really care what Dave down the street thinks. Like, no offense, Dave, I'm sure you're fine, unless you happen to have had a career in global politics and like diplomacy. I don't think your opinion matters very much, dude. Circe. Oh, it's almost my bedtime. How long have I been streaming? Just over an hour. Not too bad. Feels like only yesterday I started streaming, old Bessie. Now we be streaming all the time. Several times a week. In fact, you can catch me here tomorrow. I'll be streaming again, but tomorrow we gon' damn it. I forgot to shoot them barrels. I'm gonna have to go back and shoot them again. Once again, I remind you it is a good thing I am not a speed runner. Because I would be a terrible speed runner. I can't even do the boosted uppercuts. Well, just watch right here as I try and show you what happens. I fall flat on my face every time. That ain't exactly true. I feel like I've gotten close a timer here. Like that was just a regular uppercut. I got no boosting. That was also a regular uppercut, just slightly lower. What am I doing wrong? I don't know. I don't get it. And I just have to accept that there are some things in this world that aren't for me. And I guess boosted uppercuts are one of those things. I'm sorry. What? No, thank you. This is called Warfire. If this isn't pumped you up, nothing will. Don't let me down, Heartbound. Don't let me down. I've been hurt before. I don't know where anything is. Oh, no, I want that one. See, this feels like Final Fantasy X music. I dig this. This is a good one. I like Warfire. Just that, like, almost pixelated, brassy. Boom. That was good. I like that. Like, you know what it reminded me of? It reminded me of almost just like the travel music when you're up on the Mi'ihen High Road in Final Fantasy X. Kind of had that kind of vibe to it. This right here. Alright, I gotta go back up to the canyon because I forgot to do my fucking job. And shoot open the barrels. Who could have known that I needed to shoot open the barrels of... They're not even barrels, they're boxes. I don't even know what I'm talking about. Oh my goodness, I can't believe I did that. I mean, I absolutely can. I'm very tired. So I've been like canceling a bunch of subscriptions that I don't need. But I have an issue right now. Because I know there were for a while some alternatives to YouTube Premium that I wanted to try. Because I'm a YouTube addict. Yes, it's a problem. I admit it. And I know there were some alternatives for a while that Nope, don't know what I'm doing. Okay. That you could use instead of like premium for ad blocking or whatever, because I use it on my phone a lot. The app is nice, and I'll pay for premium if I have to, but like they keep jacking up the price, and then they try to sneak some ads in sometimes anyway, and it's just I'm getting a little bit sick of it. So I'm like, if there's alternatives, that's great. I'd like to not pay for it anymore, but I don't know. I might have to. I haven't really found anything right now, and I admittedly have only glanced around just a little bit, so I'm sure there's more if I actually look into it, but I got to make a decision soon, because my YouTube Premium annual membership ends on May 4th. So, you know, day after tomorrow. I like to plan things out really well. I hate diving for orbs. I'm never sure if I'm in the right spot. My depth perception is terrible. And like I like that swimming like that is faster, but I always feel like such a dork, you know? It's such a weird thing to just for me to just like make that character look dumb. And it's weird that I have a problem with that, but I do. Oh shit. Still forgot the power cell. Come on, get it together, man. Do. I was pretty sure I got them all, but gotta be sure, you know? Alright. Let's go up the right way this time so I don't forget a scout fly. Nobody likes it when you forget a scout fly. Least of all that scout fly. Like Sentinel Beach, okay, sure. Maybe Kira can have a problem coming here. Ah, shit. Nice. I think I got him anyway. So don't tell me I'm going to have to actually go punch that pole up. I'll do anything to avoid playing the game the normal way. So, what's everyone's opinion on the Homo naledi situation in those rising star caves? Do we think they were human-like? Do we think they buried their dead? What do you guys think? Share the dirt with me. What's your opinion? The world is dying to know. Be they apes or be they men? See, the joke is men are apes. It's funny. Nothing is funnier than a joke you have to explain. Trust me, I know. God, I'm so weird. I'm going to do my best to be as creepy as possible. Mission accomplished. I'm missing 6 orbs. Well, shit. Not the ones on this island, that's for sure. Where could I... Oh, yep. Because I broke the towers late. I broke the boxes on the towers late. So, time to go back up there. Let's go get them bunny eggs. All right, but honestly, truly honestly, give me your sincere opinion. Is there anyone out here who sincerely dislikes Hugh Jackman? Yeah, I didn't think so. That's what I thought. Hugh Jackman is beloved by all. He's jacked. He can sing. He seems kind. He's got that great accent. I'm like a very straight man, but I would marry Hugh Jackman. Ah, me uncle, he needs his orbs. His orbs, me lord. Bring me uncle his orbs. Sure, I'll trade you 90 orbs for a power cell. Seems like a good deal for me. I'm only up to 34. Oh no. Whatever shall I do? I needed 20. Okay, better question. I figured out a better question. And this is going to be like blow your mind. No one's ever thought of a question like this before, guys. Get ready. Get ready. Where does Jak keep the power cells? Right? Blows your fucking mind when you realize he doesn't have anywhere to keep that much mass, let alone volume. Like, maybe it's shrinkable, but like, it's still going to be a decent amount of mass. Look at those things. They got like spinning balls around them and full of energy. That shit's not. Have you felt a full battery? Like, those things are fucking heavy. Try lifting a car battery. He's got like 100 of these fucking car batteries on his back. Jak is a mad lad who gets ripped every Tuesday. Shredded like beef. If he's carrying all those power cells is what I'm saying. So either Jak is ripped and they've mastered like some type of spatial dimensional bag technology. Because like they got to go somewhere, right? Or they've mastered like, oh, fuck me, I'm stupid. The answer is so obvious. They've mastered, I was about to say it, they've mastered teleportation. But like, how do you get from one sage's hut to another? Fucking teleportation. Jak's bag is not a bag of holding. In fact, it is a portal. It is a portal to wherever his storage is. Probably in his house that we've never seen before and will never see again. Jak has no home. Jak is a wanderer. He longs to be accepted. Damn it, why did I do that? But knows that this world is not for him. He will protect that which he cannot possess. That is Jak's fate, that he suffers for you and for me. And that is why Jak is Jesus Christ. Amen. See, when I make up a mythological being that has made some crazy sacrifice for all of humankind, it sounds crazy, right? When fucking Constantine does it, changes the world. That's not at all what happened. I don't know why I said that. Truth is way weirder. Damn it, I didn't get close enough. All right, we're off. We're off. I didn't make it. It's been a long time since I've not made it. Dang me. Dang me. Oh, Got caught on a rock. Thought I wasn't going to make it that time either. All right, geology lady. Hey, look, we're probably going to have tonight be full circle. Start with Precursor Basin and end with Precursor Basin. That's fucking poetry, yo. I've been watching Superstore. And what is his name? Oh my god. Bo. Cheyenne's husband. That dude did such a good job. I hated him so much. You know that actor's good. Because, like, he acts it in a way that's, like, clearly over the top, but also, like, you kind of believe somebody like that could potentially exist. Like, I don't know anybody that over the top, but, like, it's close. They went just far enough to make it, like, okay, this is clearly, like, a caricature of a type, you know, but, like, in a way that you kind of want that person to be real. You want somebody to be that annoying that you can just hate their guts, you know? So, you know, props to the writers and the actor. I don't know who plays Bo, but, you know, good job, dude. You got this random man on the internet's approval. Ew. Fucking chipmunk. You too good for your home? Go in your home, chipmunk. I know they're lightning bolts, but I don't respect them enough to use their proper names. Fuck those guys. Now you might be asking yourself, whoa, skeptic, because you don't know my name's Nate. My name's Nate, by the way. You might be asking yourself, skeptic, why are you so mad at these stupid moles? They're not that annoying. Yes, they are. End of discussion. These moles, not end of discussion. Discussion reopened. We're going to have this discussion. I know, it's uncomfortable. You don't like it. I don't like it. We have to have it anyway. These moles, guys, do you know what these moles do? They fucking suck. That's what they do. These moles fucking suck. Like, you try to herd them the right way. You try to show them what to do to be healthy and happy in their holes. Their holes are their homes, but they're too good for their homes. They're too good for their holes. You try to herd them one way, they go the other. And they do it just to piss you off. It is intentional. I know. I talked to them myself. They told me. They told me to specifically you, James, that they were trying to piss you off. So, you know, think about what you did, James. You know. The moles told me. What am I at? I'm at an hour and a half. All right, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. We're going to take an entire night of streaming just to get back to where we started. Also, I should go get that green eco because I'm about dead. I'm like a wispy fart from this lurker's ass away from being dead. Are we already at that point where they're only giving me 1 health each? Because, like, fuck this point of the game. Why is it coming so early now? It's like a music box, clockwork. Oh. Okay, it really is clockwork O something, probably orange, but it's ellipses because I've got it small. Hang on. Clockwork Overture. Okay. But how fucking funny would it be if the Heartbound OST had in the soundtrack Clockwork Orgasm. Oh. Because you know that's like a real thing, right? Like, they had to have had hand-cranked vibrators. I'm going to have to do some research on historical self-pleasure devices. I don't know what I'm allowed to say on Twitch. And honestly, I'm not going to bother to find out. I'm just going to keep saying whatever I want. And if that results in them taking down my channel, goodbye 21 followers. I love you all with all my heart, but can't shoot the shooter. That was so dumb to split them off into their own little groups. That's going to make finishing this up so hard. Why do I do this to myself? I guess I just don't believe that I deserve happiness. So I screw up in a video game. I think that's probably the most fucked up thing. And the thing that like I need to get over and I need to just like deal with, you know, but I think that there's a part of me that's always going to believe that I'm never going to be good enough. Because that's what I learned from my time in church. And like I know that's not the message you're supposed to learn or whatever, but like no matter what the fuck you do, if you believe in, you know, the Christian God or whatever, like it doesn't fucking matter. You are slime, you are nothing, you are pond scum. But hey, you know, this ultimate magical being, he loves you. And, you know, he knows you're pond scum. But he'll look past it. He'll take pity on you. He'll treat you like you matter. Even though, you know, you're so far beneath him. And, like, I get it. Like, that's not true Christianity or whatever. But, like, that's what a lot of my experience brought me. Was just that feeling of, like, you're evil, you're a sinner, you need God, because without him, you literally can't do anything, and, like, you're just so awful and tiny and puny and whatever, and, like, it's just a shitty way to feel all the time. When in reality, like I said earlier, I have no problem believing things. If you show me why I should believe, if you give me some type of evidence that even points to that being more likely than the alternative, I'm happy to take your word for it. Until I get better evidence, and then I'll look at that too. Like, you should never presume you have the final answers and you know everything, because you don't. You just fucking don't. That being said, consider all knowledge provisional, can be overturned in the future, but believe what you have evidence to believe. If you're seeing things that, like, you know, every time I touch this plant, my skin turns red and it itches. Like, yeah, you might not know exactly what's causing it. You might not know, like, the specific cause of the allergen, why your skin is reacting that way, whatever. Like, but you know, like, repeated testing has shown this to be true for you. Maybe you should stop touching your skin with this plant, you know? Like, we can figure that shit out. We don't need to have irrefutable evidence. We just need to be pretty sure, you know? Like I said, if I want to know what the weather down on the corner is, Hank down on the corner in his trench coat, he's probably a fine enough source for that. Apportion your belief to the evidence and treat all knowledge as provisional, I think, is where I'm at. Be willing to change any of your beliefs if If it turns out you're wrong, be willing to accept it. But also accept that you can be right. That's a hard thing sometimes. At least for me. I will know for sure that I'm right about something and be just absolutely positive and be in an argument with somebody else. And I'll try not to tell them I know for sure. I'm 100% sure because there's always a chance I'm wrong. I've been very confident about a lot of things that I've been wrong about. So I want to give myself that honesty, that portion of me that's yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure about this. But sure, let's go find this, a reliable source for the information, whether it's company policies if you're at work or whatever. I worked in an interesting capacity for a while where I would kind of have to make judgment calls about risk, about what we could do as a firm, about what was appropriate or not, and what we could put in writing to clients. I did a lot of letters for clients and things like that, and you'd have to go through compliance policies and regulations on the industry and figure out what can we actually say and what can't we. And that was some of what I had to do on a regular basis, honestly. Because we'd often have new situations come up. We'd have things come up where it's wow, this is kind of a one-off situation that we can't ever imagine having foreseen. But I guess it makes sense. How can we help these people with what they're trying to do? And you have to figure out what can we provide, what can we say, what can't we say, to try to do the best we can to help these clients, but also not expose the firm to too much liability and legal risk. As much as that sucks, and I'm not a company man, you gotta do that sometimes. And I would never do that at the client's expense or whatever. It's just, sometimes the answer is no. You want us to put something in writing that is probably true? The answer is hell no. It is. We will put some things that we are absolutely definitively sure about down in writing. We'll guarantee that shit. But if you want to say, hey, this person can sell all of their portfolio of this for X amount of dollars in X amount of days based off the previous 10 months trend of how the stock was doing, hell no. Things can change in a second. News could break tomorrow that this company that you've put your holdings in was lying about trial results or whatever, and your money's gone. We're not going to speculate about what the value will be or how much you'll be able to pay at what date, but we will say, hey, your account currently has this much in it. The assets in your account currently are valued at X, Y, or Z. You can take that information and do with it what you want. If you think it's going to, be enough to cover those debts, then fantastic. That's acceptable. And we would even push it a little further than that and be hey, this current account currently has assets of blah, 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 blah. If you take that, I don't remember how we had to phrase it, but basically based off this current value, they could support payments of X amount for, Y amount of months. Just, doing the basic math of hey, currently their account is worth $100,000. Yes, they would have sufficient assets to support payments of $400 a month for the next 36 months, yes, based off the value right now, the account would be able to support that. We'd always have to put disclaimers hey, markets could change at any time. The value of your assets could change at any time. This is not a guarantee of payment. This is a statement of current account standing, that type of stuff. So that's the kind of shit that I was really good at, was disclaimers and figuring out, what can we do? How far can we push things and still be compliant? And when I say how far can we push things, I mean just I don't like saying no to people's requests outright. I think there's a lot of people that I had to say no to because they didn't know what they wanted. They didn't know what they needed. So I'd have to be yo, I see why you're asking for that, but that's not like what you're asking for won't help you accomplish your goal. What you need is this other thing, problem solving, figuring out like how can I get you to your goal, even if it's not by doing what you asked me to. And like that sounds kind of shady. It's actually the exact opposite. We would never do anything without like talking to the client. In fact, there were many times, at least sometimes, where the clients came in asking for one specific thing. They wanted to put us to write like this specific thing in a letter, and we talked to them. We'd be like, "Hey, why do you want us to write this? This makes no sense. This is like a bonkers Mars request. Like, why would you ask us to write this specific thing?" And we talked to the client, figure out, oh well, I wanted you to say that because like I'm going in for this type of like a loan application or whatever, and I needed to show this, like my bank needed to show me like my debt to income ratio. So I wanted you to say like my bonds or debt or whatever, and I needed you to write that. It's like, okay, now you're misunderstanding what you have, what's going on, what the bank is looking for. Let's help educate you on what they're trying to see and what you actually need so we can help you get your actual goal accomplished, even though it's like not at all what you asked us to do. We're going to get you something that's actually going to work for you, and we're going to explain that to you. And hopefully you're going to actually like listen to us and take our word, because we do this a lot more than you. We work with these types of like loan applications and visa applications and all sorts of things where you need to show proof of financial assets. Frequently, we're pretty good at like working with them to get them the information that they need, because it's not typically that different from business to business, department to department. Like it's pretty similar shit that they would be looking for. And yeah, I'm just like, I was definitely not the best employee, but like I was really good at reasoning that type of stuff out and like figuring out, again, what can we do that doesn't actually expose us to any increased liability without the language that we're using, but that gets the people what they need, whatever like their end goal is. But like that's the thing. It's like if you're willing to work with me, I will bend over backwards and make sure you get everything that you need to get to the end of whatever process you're trying to get through. But if you want to be like a snide little jerk about it and be like, well, you're just the customer service and you do what I say so that because I'm the one with the assets at your firm. Like, okay, sure. I know that letter that you're asking me for is going to get rejected because you're not asking for the right thing. And I could explain this to you and we could have a 5-minute conversation and save you a week of back and forth with your loan application, because I know that this is going to get rejected, but you're going to treat me like I don't know shit. And like, like you don't want to hear my opinion or my experience or whatever. Like, cool. You're the boss. Let's do it your way. Those were kind of fun too. I had one dude on the phone. This was back when I was like just regular straight up customer service line when I first started in finance. I had this one dude who was like, got on the phone and just started like, poor guy. I feel for him. Like I do get it. Customer service sucks. It's hard to deal with. It's so annoying to like try to explain what you need, get somebody who cares enough to actually help you. If it takes more than like a day, which if it needs paperwork or whatever, you're going to be dealing with multiple different people. And it's a pain in the ass. Like I get it. But like I did work customer service for a while. Like I also know that it sucks for them on the other side too. Like they don't want to be a problem. They want to get your issue solved and get you off their line as soon as possible. Because like, honestly, you got numbers to do. You got to get as many people as you can through and like keep your calls short. And like, but we do, by and large, do try to help as much as we can. And fortunately, I worked at companies that gave me quite a bit of latitude to like try to help. Like I was never one of the places where it's like just like a in and out churn them through the mill type place. Like, I had some flexibility in my stats and shit, but like when I was first there, this guy gets on the phone and just starts ranting at me. And like he started off like, hey, I know this isn't your fault, but I'm so incredibly frustrated that this whole situation has been awful to deal with. And like, I'm just like, blah, blah, blah. And like, he starts off like kind of like almost nice about it, but like clearly shit's about to go down, you know? Like if you've been in customer service, you know, there's that scent in a call or when you're with a client or whatever, and like things are gonna get bad. So I'm like trying to like, all right, sir, well let's see what we can get you to get done to like solve this today and fix your problem, and just like let me get your account up and we'll get started. And we get his account up. As I'm pulling it up and like asking him verification questions, because like, you can't tell them anything about their account until you verify their identity, and clients love that. Like, let me tell you, nothing they like when they're fired up and pissed than to have me ask you 20 questions about like your mother's maiden name and what the last trade you made in your account was. Like, and like I didn't have a better solution either, but I get it. It sucks. Point is like, while I'm trying to go through verification questions and shit with him, like he just kind of like worked himself up, and he ends up just like going off for a long ass time about how this process has been such a nightmare and how he doesn't even want to do it anymore and how he's just so mad. And like at some point through his ranting, I finally figure out that he's talking about like he was trying to do a full account transfer from another firm to our firm, and it had just like one thing after another had gone wrong. Like first he filled out the paperwork wrong, which like he admits was his mistake, but then he got us the right stuff, and then we've been making mistakes, and the other firm and us have like miscommunicated or blah blah blah, and it's been going on for like a month now, and he doesn't even want the assets, and he just is so doesn't even want the assets moved. He wants them. He just doesn't want to move anymore. It's just been such a headache. He doesn't want to keep going like this, and this is like just a bad start to the relationship, and blah 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 blah, and yada yada, and just like going off, and just like kind of at times working himself up into yelling, and I'm like trying to like interject without setting him off, because like if I try to be like, well sir, well no, you just let me finish, you don't even know like the half, blah, 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 like that kind of shit. It's like kind of being a dick anyway, but like it did look like there had been a mess. I will for sure grant that, and it sucks. It sucks to deal with. It sucks when your accounts get messed up. It sucks when like you have to go back and forth and you feel again like you're just on a treadmill to nowhere. You're talking to 17 different customer service reps, and like all of them have to learn your story from the beginning again, because like none of them will give you a number to call them back directly, because like, I'm on an inbound call line, I can't take like direct calls, yada yada, blah blah blah. Fucking hell. Should not have been here. Anyway, he builds up esteem and yells at me for like 20 minutes and just ends his rant with basically just going like, and I don't even want the transfer anymore, so go ahead and just tell them to fucking cancel it or whatever. And I'm like, well, sir, like, I really understand your frustration, and I apologize you've had to go through this. I'd be happy to like tell them to cancel the transfer, but like it got here today. Like it's in your account already here. So at this point, we can send it back, but like it's here now, and it's going to take us some time to send it back. He's like, oh, I guess the last person really did get it fixed. I guess we'll just, oh, I'm sorry, I just had a lot of pent up energy about this, and like, or whatever. And like, I'm like, dude, I've been trying to tell you this for like 20 minutes, but short of like screaming in your face, your assets are here, numbnuts. Like, there was nothing I could have done to stop this guy. And like, I think my manager even like listened to the call. He's like, yeah, that was a yikes. Good job. Or something like that. Where it's just like, it was a pain in the ass. But yeah, it's like shit like that just happens. Like, when you're customer service, you represent the company to the customer for the most part. And like, as shitty as it is, like we don't we don't see the person we're talking to as like Luis from down the street. It's like, oh no, I'm talking to Capital Farm or Capital Farm? State Farm, Capital One. I know my companies. Like, that's how we treat that type of shit. And like, it sucks for the other end too. And that's part of why it's such a rough experience all around. Because like, when you're constantly being treated as a corporation, as an entity, and not as a human, you kind of start to respond like one. It's like, all right, if I'm going to be responsible for all the company's problems and everything that they've ever done bad to every person, like, then I guess I will just become a corporate drone, because I am not me anyway. You won't give me any slack. You won't give me a chance to help. And like, I get it. Again, I'm not saying like anything against people who have bad experiences with customer service and who might sometimes lose their temper. Like, it happens to everyone. I'm just trying to maybe shed some light on like kind of what it's like on the other side as well, where it's like most of the people that I worked with genuinely tried to help solve the problems, did their best to get everybody to the answer that they wanted. And to what really was right and what was best. Like, obviously, there's some circumstances where there's literally nothing that can be done. Like, there are things called like stop orders. Some people call them stop loss orders, and I hate that. But like, that is the general idea. It's like you want to place an order on a stock, and like, you want to kind of have an exit floor, or like if the stock is kind of tanking, all right, I've been holding the stock for a while and it's kind of been holding steady, but maybe looks like it might start to trend downward. If it gets down, I'm holding it right now and it's currently trading around 30. Maybe if it drops down to like 20, I think it's not coming back and it's going to kind of start a death spiral. So I want to get out before it hits, if it's around 20. Like, reasonable thing. It's a normal thing. You can put those in long-term orders where like stock is going down, put in a sell order because I want to get out of that position. Okay, fair enough. Problem is there's a couple different ways to do that, and both of them are slightly risky, you know? So like you've got a stop limit or just a stop order. So stop limits basically, well, I'll say a stop first. Again, if the stock is going down, when it reaches X price that you set, put in a sell order. And a stop order is put in a sell order right then. As soon as it is a price at or below my stop price, sell it. I want out. That's what I want. I want to stop my losses. That's why they call it a stop loss. I want to stop the bleeding. That's what we're doing now. We're putting in a stop loss order. Problem is, stocks can do this thing. It's nifty. It's real cool. Where they like just completely skip over a number, right? Like, so either overnight, like maybe they had a dividend come out and they're reducing their share price by the price that they're trading at by the amount of the dividend, or like bad news came out and it's opening significantly lower. Like, if you've got a stop in and it's, you were trading at 30, it's now down, you put your stop in at 20 and it gapped down to 10 overnight. It doesn't matter. It's at or below your price. It's selling. You might have wanted to hold at that point if you couldn't get at least 20 for it. Too late. It's gone. You sold it as a market order at whatever price it is. And sometimes, especially in thinly traded stocks, that can be filled at incredibly low prices. And it's just enough shares to take out your order in there. So like stop orders are like incredibly, I hate them. I hate them so much. Stop limits, I think, are slightly better. Stop limits are basically the same thing as a stop, where you have a trigger price where you say, hey, if the stock falls to X price, I want to put in a sell order, but instead of putting in just a market order to sell at the next available price, once that trigger is hit, you say, once this trigger is hit, create a limit order. And a limit order says, hey, sell, but only if I can get at least X amount. So in that case, like, you put a a trigger price. You put a stop price at, say, again, we'll say 20. But hey, if it's already dropped below, say, 17, then I might as well hold on to it and see if it comes back. Like, I'll sell if I can get at least 17. So it protects you against those big gaps. Like, if you've got a gap down from, again, if it's trading at 30, it gaps down past 20. Well, at least you can you can get out, but also guarantee at least a certain amount of income from that, and you won't get sold out at like a penny if there happens to be shares that are due a fill at that range for whatever reason. Market makers, I want to say, do weird things. It's just that I don't remember all the mechanics because, again, I went to operations for a while, so I don't remember all the details of how the actual stock trades work. I remember quite a bit. I still do some trading on my own, but yeah, it gets complicated. And trying to help people after something like that, there's really nothing you can do. Like, the fact that they didn't understand the orders that they were putting in, it sucks. But, like, they put warnings all over the website, and they try to, like, make it clear that, hey, this is a self-directed account. Place trades that you're comfortable placing. If you have any questions at all, customer service is literally open 24/7. You can call and talk to a licensed person who will not charge you a cent to answer your questions and literally walk you all the way up through placing your trade online for free. It does not cost you anything more than what it would cost you to place a trade by yourself. You just happen to have somebody telling you exactly what buttons to push. So, you know, I find it hard to feel all that bad for people that won't take advantage of that. Like, if you're going to be trading, you either need to figure it out yourself, research and understand what you're doing, or ask for help, which is there for you. Just call, honestly. Like, if you have a question about a trade you're going to place in your own accounts, call, ask. Almost anyone, if you get to a licensed broker at most of the big firms, like, they're people that have recently studied this stuff. Most of the time, they're fairly new in the industry that are taking the call, but, like, again, they've recently studied this. They know what's happening. You get decent training at most of the big firms, and it's like they're perfectly happy to talk to you about what you're trying to do and what the best ways to accomplish that are. Because sometimes, like, you just don't know what's out there. You don't know what's changed if you did it a while ago. And, like, maybe this thing that you want to do, maybe you were like, oh, hey, I've heard about these leveraged ETFs, and, like, since there's, like, triple the amount, if I hold it longer term, like, I'm for sure going to, like, man, can you imagine triple the returns on these indexes over time? Like, it's clearly better, right? Like, because they don't know. Like, that's a terrible idea. Leveraged ETFs are not a long-term investment, and you will lose money long-term. And yes, this is investment advice. Take me to court. If you hold a leveraged ETF or a leveraged ETN long-term, you will lose money. Those are short-term trading instruments that are frequently adjusted because the underlying securities are derivatives and they're adjusted. They hit strike prices and end dates all the time. They constantly get adjusted. It is not like a normal stock where it's relatively contiguous. Do not treat them that way. For your own sake. Like, there can be times when you want to hold it overnight. That's super risky because you never know when an adjustment's going to happen. But, like, just don't try to do long-term plays with leverage notes. It's terrible. All right. Well, gang, it's been real. It's been real good, but guess what? I already died, so this run is basically null and void. Let's go use it to do some exploring. Let's get to the waterfall. Can we make it? Fuck you, shark. I'd say we made it. That's as good as free, boys. Same time next Tuesday? I have no idea. I might be playing Phasmophobia Tuesday. But I will. Hang on. Big for emphasis. I will be on for Phasmophobia tomorrow night with Gator, with Donut. We'll be streaming Phasmophobia. We'll be getting scared by ghosty ghosts. Getting better every time. Hopefully, maybe next time I won't die quite as much because, like, push-ups are hard, yo. Anyway, have a great day. Have a great week. Be kind to somebody in your life and be kind to yourself. Love you guys. Bye-bye.